follow their attention span. If they're still all in, capitalize on it. Keep going. If they're all in, don't be like, time's up. We finished lesson 2.
Let me ask you this question, Abby, because you were a teacher in the classroom.
Yeah.
Talk about the difference between how you planned for your classroom teaching compared to how you plan, because this is what happens with new homeschool moms, especially, is they come into homeschooling. They want to bring the classroom into their home. They think they need to make it look like what a traditional school classroom looks like.
Right.
And it simply can't. And it doesn't, because you've got life happening all around you. So really quickly, tell us what kind of that shift that you had to make. What did it look like when you were in the classroom?
Well, in the classroom, number one, you have to teach what someone else tells you. You have to teach how much they tell you, and you have to teach in the allotted time they tell you. So planning was very, very important. In fact, in college, I took probably a semester's worth of classes just on how to plan, because you're taking someone else's stuff and someone else's timeline, and it was awful. So what you have to shake is say homeschool. You don't even have to say we're doing lesson 12 today. You could say today we're spending an hour doing science, and that might mean we get this much done. That might mean we get this much done. We're just going to do it for the amount of time or however. Or you might say, you know what, we're loving this so much, we're going to do science all day. You are not bound by anybody else's rule. I mean, and I guess I should be careful. Maybe in your state, you do need to check your state laws, because you may have some actual things, some things that you do need to follow. But in general, so then take whatever your state says, and then fill in the gaps with that. But your days can follow your kids' passions, follow their timeline. I always say this, follow their attention span. If they're still all in, capitalize on it. Keep going. If they're all in, don't be like, time's up. We finished lesson 2. Shut your books. Capitalize on their attention span, on their interests, and let that be your schedule.
Yeah. And if they're struggling with something,
take more time.
Take more time with it. Don't push them
today and pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah. Or pick it up in a month.
Yep.
You know, so much of it is about brain development.
Thing.
Yes. Yeah. I will say that I've known lots of moms who really do live by their planners. And that's not a bad thing. And I think sometimes they're the type A moms who just need to have those. And sometimes they're the type B moms
too.
Yeah. Sometimes they're the type B moms like myself who really need that. Like they need some kind of accountability for themselves to keep on track.
Yeah.
And so the two that I would probably most highly recommend that I'm familiar with are Not Consumed. Kim Sorges, she has some beautiful, she's got resources for everything homeschooling, it seems. But I would check out her planners. And I think I should have looked at this before. Typically, if, someone's selling a planner, they'll have sample sheets that you can look at, or at least, maybe not download, but you can at least look at them.
Yeah.
And what I would do is even if it means like taking a spiral bound notebook, kind of sketching out what their planner looks like, and try to practice with it for a little bit and see if that would work for you before you purchase it. That would, because they can be, $20, $30 some dollars, and you don't want to spend the money to do that, to purchase this. And then it's not the best fit for you because they're so different. So I would look at hers, notconsumed.com. And then the other one is Pam Barnhill. I know Pam has lots of great resources and planners, and she's got webinars and all sorts of stuff on planning your homeschool.
And she talks a lot about the loop planning, which really was a game changer for my family. Yes. We did that for a few years, and it was a game changer. Even though if you don't follow it, it's the concept that really hit me.
So explain that really quickly, because we've done that too, and I love her loop scheduling.
Well, I think it's kind of what you said, is just do the next thing. It isn't do lesson A, B, C. It's just do lesson A. When you're done with lesson A, whether that takes you a week, 3 weeks, or 4 hours, then you go to lesson B. And it's not, I do this on Wednesday, I do this on Thursday. It's just, these are the things we do. Like, okay, we do science, history, math, language, science, history, math, language. And then you just, you loop those things around for whatever amount of time it takes you. If I would go listen to some of her stuff, because even if you don't follow it on paper, it's a mental concept that I had to think about to break out of my teacher brain.
Yes.
And then the last thing I want to say is, you also need to know that you're teaching kids that are different than you. You might be type A and your kid is type B. You might be type B, So also don't just do it the way that it works for you, because you're a family unit. So you're going to have to, I have one kid that really, really wants me to write down every little thing because she loves to check it off. Like she lives, and I'm that way, but I have another kid that's just like, give me the overview. I'll get it done when I get it done. So we do have to also schedule, just like we teach to our kids, we have to schedule to our kids.
Yeah. Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.